So apparently, Wes Watson got into a fight at his gym. Somebody pulled up. I'll give you my thoughts on it here in just a moment.
Welcome back to Broken Bobby's transformation page. In the late 80s, I became involved with drugs and would eventually become part of that lifestyle of trafficking, addiction, and violence. Over the next 20 years, I would be in and out of jail and prison. If you're thinking about trying something or you're dealing with addiction, your life don't need to go down the same path mine did. I hurt a lot of people, both physically and emotionally. These are my stories of how I transformed my life, and you can too. Let's get.
So Wes Watson got into a fight. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So apparently, Wes was working out at the gym that he works out in Florida, and he's been giving people the address and telling them to pull up if they're not little P words and stuff like that. So, what happened? I got a little bit, a few clips I'm going to share with you of the alleged fight. Shout out to Dylan Liggett on YouTube. He posted a short with these clips, and I'm going to use them as free and fair use, right? So, anyways, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, drop a comment, and let me know what you think. Also, share the video. It really helps to grow the channel. And hit that notification bell so that anytime I go live or I drop a new video, you will be informed. So, where do we start with this? Mr. Wesley Watson has steadily been inviting people to pull up, and someone did. Like, this is not a good idea, you know? I mean, for someone that is a convicted felon, an ex-convict, if you will, this is not how I identify myself these days. Most people have no idea that I'm that unless I trust them enough to share that information with them. You know, now I do, I'm on YouTube, right? And I do tell my stories and stuff. So if you subscribe or you follow along, obviously you know that I have that history. But in my day-to-day life, I don't go running around telling people, yeah, I was in prison and this and that and the other. Like, that's not what I do, right? So, anyways, Wes claims he was warming up doing some legs, and this 7 foot tall monster came in and basically attacked him. Some people are claiming that he is like a special needs kind of guy. Uh, Maybe he's not all there. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong if you're a special needs person. I'm not talking about sensitive needs yards. I'm talking about in the real world. Some people have some mental issues. And this is where the big problem comes with inviting people to pull up. And there's plenty of channels out there that go in on Wes. And I'm not necessarily one of those channels. My objective is to build people up rather than break them down. Wes is in his lane, and Wes does what Wes does. Wes is not my type of person. He is way too loud and way too over the top, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, you know? Uh, Obviously he has a lane for what he's doing, and he's definitely pushing along in his lane. Okay. So, like I said, he said he was warming up legs, and this 7 foot tall guy approached him. And I don't know if he rushed him or if he was just talking shit to Wes or what he was doing. But let me drop a clip here real quick, and we'll talk about it some more on the other side. Okay, so as you can see, there is chaos in the gym. And A lot of times when you go to those types of gyms where everybody's a big old muscle head and allegedly using steroids, I don't know what these people are doing, but they tend to be hot tempered. And stuff like that does happen sometimes. That's why I suggest if you're new getting into the gym, go to a Planet Fitness or something. Way more laid back than some of these types of places. But let me drop another clip here real quick, and we'll talk more about it on the other side. So, what do I gather from looking at this clip? You There's some chaos that had broken out, and you see a guy over another guy, and the guy that's like he's either on his knees or on the ground, but he looks like he's a big dude. But what I gather from it is dude's covered up. Dude's not trying to fight. Maybe he went up and he shot his shot and it didn't work. And now Wes is getting that ass, right? But this is what I will say, and I don't intend to make this a really long video. You know, Wes is just over him, laying into him, dropping bombs on this dude. Dude is covered up, like I said. And the thing is, as an ex convict myself, if I get into an altercation with somebody and I have the chance to move away and create space in a defensive position, that's what I'm going to do. There were plenty of other people in that gym at the time that could have kept them separated. This could end up going bad on Wes's part because he didn't need to continue to lay into him like that. And, I'm all for self defense. If somebody comes and attacks me at the gym, I'm going to do what I need to do to protect myself. Now, if family's involved, that's a whole different thing. I would have probably took the same approach that Wes was taking. Because if you bring a problem like that to my house where my family is, I'm going to do everything I can to leave you in a really bad situation. And I'll wait for the cops to come and I'll tell them what happened. Hey, dude came over here making problems, so I did what I had to do to make sure that my people are okay. Now, being in a public place like that and being a convict, a well known convict, I think he did too much. And you can make the argument back and forth that, well, dude stepped to him, dude put his hands on him. I don't see that in this video. And there's not a whole lot of information. Like I said, the thing is, it looks like he was a big dude. 7 feet tall, somehow I doubt it. There are not a whole lot of people in this world that are 7 feet tall. Dude may have been 6'5". You know what I mean? Like, he looks like he's a big individual. But what do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. Like I said, I wasn't even planning to make a video this morning, but I'm seeing this pop up, and that was the first footage I seen, so I figured I would splice a little bit of footage together and show you guys what is going on. And someone mentioned it in the live the other night. I think it was Ezekiel. If it was you, shout out to you, bro, because you got me kind of poking around trying to see what I could find on this. So that, and when I seen that video, I said, well, damn, let me go outside and record something real quick. So that's my thoughts on it. I think, I can't even see it well enough to tell for sure that it is Wes, but that's what it looks like to me. You know, uh, Big old bald muscle head beating on a big dude that's on the ground. Did he go too far? I don't know. That's where you guys come in. Drop a comment down below and let me know. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, drop a comment. Like I said, tell me your opinion. What do you think? Is it even Wes in the guy? I don't know. Does he look like a big guy to you? He looks like a big guy to me. Maybe he just felt like he needed to eliminate the threat. But unfortunately, as ex convicts, that could come with a price. And, I will tell you, like, he's in Florida now, it's different there. In California, if I go back to jail, they're going to hit me with a prison prior, which is going to give me 1 to 2 additional years added on to whatever sentence they come up with for the crime that I commit. So, is it worth it? I mean, if you're messing with the family, yeah, absolutely. If I'm in public and I'm able to, like I said, get back in a defensive stance to where you aren't a threat to me and there's enough people to where they can get in between us, then I think he should have let it go. He said that the gym called the cops and he waited around and talked to the cops about what had happened. I don't know. Big bad convicts don't usually talk to the cops much, to be honest with you, but I mean, if you're living the civilian life, then by all means, then have that conversation with the cops. I'm at that point in my life where I'm so far removed from it. If something like that happens, I would have a conversation with the cops. But I don't claim to be the biggest, baddest, toughest gangster wood that ran the penitentiaries in California and got the keys everywhere I went. You know, Words have meanings. So, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, like I said, drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. And don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing.